What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. Let's talk about the double barrel shotgun, how to get it gold. It's pretty painless to get it gold, I can't lie. If you've done the Einhorn and the Gracie Auto, and before you get to this, you're in for a treat. But as always, I recommend you watch this bit before skipping to your desired challenge, just because I'll go over some general tips that will apply to pretty much all the challenges, including best class setup, what tactics I use generally throughout, and things like map choice, etc, etc. So this is roughly what I used. I didn't actually use the slate reflector, but I just finished off the last challenge and I needed a sight for it. Roughly what I used, probably didn't actually use an ammo type for the majority of it. It's a pretty easy gun, it kills in one shot quite comfortably. Obviously the biggest downfall you're going to have is that it is only 2 shots in a barrel until you get the Akimbo, but that comes with its own downsides here and there. Once you get discard, you can use Gun Co, you can use Vital. That's kind of personal preference, but this barrel was my preferred. And I did use the incendiary rounds for a little bit before I got Pat Powder. Ship pals 24/7, more than capable to do every single challenge, even the long shots to a point. But I did the long shots in hardcore, and we'll talk a bit more about them when we get to them. So the first Camo challenge, of course, is 300 eliminations. Nothing to worry about. You will complete this as you do everything else. Then we have 50 headshots. You will complete this whilst you do all the other challenges. There is a attachment specific one, so if you were super not wanting to get headshots for some reason, you could just leave it till then, but this shouldn't be an issue. Then we have 50 multi-kills. Most likely to be double kills, the occasional triple kill in there if you're lucky. It's pretty easy. Das House, shipment, there's a lot going on. I preferred Das House for this gun purely because it was composed enough that you could run back, reload it, and then run out again. Whereas shipment, if you run out 2 bullets, you're pretty much screwed when that third enemy comes around the corner. But it's pretty simple to get multi-kills with this. Then we have 5 kills without dying 30 times. I finished up pretty late. It wasn't difficult to do, the 2 shots in the barrel do kind of screw you up at times. I did a lot of these whilst I was doing my long shots because I stayed alive longer. And that really is the main focus here, is playing a lot slower. This gun is super easy to get carried away. It feels a little bit like the combat shotgun with that mag size kind of restriction on it, but it's not as powerful in terms of versatility as the combat shotgun, which makes it a little bit trickier. But you've just got to slow down your gameplay and play smart. Notice when you're on 3-4 kill streaks just to make sure you get that 5th. Then we have 50 long range kills, which I originally thought I could combine with the last challenge, and I played one game and decided it'd probably be quicker if I just put on a different barrel compared to the last challenge. Hardcore Blitz with Domination, Hardpoint Patrol are going to be great. The footage you've been seeing in the background is me attempting to get long shots and figure out the distance this thing can shoot. And if you're accurate, you should have no issues. You have to be dead on with your centering and your aiming though. I found that if I was like a couple of centimeters either side, it wasn't really working. So as long as you're pretty accurate, that's why I put a sight on it as well to do the long range kills. There isn't any issue with it, to be honest. Then we have 100 close range kills. Super easy. Shotgun, Das House, shipment, take your pick. Just whack out 100 kills essentially. Then we have 100 one-shot kills. Again, this thing one-shots at, most reasonable ranges for a shotgun. You shouldn't have any issues with this and should just be able to power through it. Then we have 50 headshots with the Huntsman barrel, Marksman stock, and Vital proficiency. A little bit frustrating, I guess, because you need headshots as opposed to the first headshot category where it's something in the back of your mind. So I'd recommend definitely just kind of playing as normally as you can. Maybe if you haven't got the one-shot kills, just focus on them. Otherwise, centering is super, super important. And if you're maybe holding an angle in the doorways in Das House or like around a corner in shipment, you can track your teammates' heads as they run past you and use that as a marker of where the enemy's heads will be when they come through that opening or that doorway. And that's a great way to make sure you're accurate with it. If you really are struggling, maybe you've got, 7 of these left and you just want to get them out of the way, use your teammates as markers to kind of gauge where a person's height would be. Then we have 100 hipfire with the 16 gauge mags, remove stock, and Akimbo proficiency. So these are the Akimbo shotguns you've seen people running around with. You can only hipfire with them, so you essentially just have to get 100 kills. That's all it is. There's no bells or whistles to this, you've just got to get 100 kills. Then we have 100 ADS kills with the sword off barrel, fast loading 12 gauge, and panic proficiency. There is no fast loading 12 gauge. Keep the 16 gauge on from the previous challenge and that counts fine. And after that it is literally just a case of getting 100 kills while aiming down the sights. Really is as simple as that. As long as you've got the 16 gauge on, since there is no 12 gauge, you should be perfectly fine. And that is the double barrel shotgun gold. And more importantly, that is all the shotguns gold, and so we now have diamond shotguns. I'll have a more general tips and tricks videos out for the shotguns over the next couple of days. Until then, let me know what you want to see gold camera guides for next. I think I'd like to start on the snipers, but if you guys have something you're desperate to see, let me know. As always, you can follow me on all my socials, they should be linked down below, otherwise it's just my name, pretty easy to find. Or you can come join the Discord and chat to some of the people who are grinding camos. As always, if you did enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to find your way back. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.